Welcome to another episode where we talk about life, faith, identity, purpose, leadership. Today's topic, I want to talk about name tags. Name tags. How many of y'all have ever been to like a conference or an event where they give you the little name tags or the lanyards with your name on it? Mm. That's how people know who you are before you even say a word. Has that ever happened to y'all? You go to the event, you walk around all day with the name tag, then you start introducing yourself to people. But the first thing people look at is that name on your chest. And you spend all day building those relationships. People get a better understanding of who you are, but the focus is on that name tag. But here's the question. What if that coordinator or facilitator gave you the wrong name? And you've been walking around all day with that wrong name tag on. That's how life is sometimes. As a kid, you failed at something. Somebody started calling you a failure because you weren't good in sports or you made a mistake on a test. Or somebody made you angry as a child or as a young teenager, right? And all of a sudden, you're a menace or you get labeled with all these bad names. Or maybe you, as an adult, you got divorced and now you're labeled as a bad person because you're a divorcee. That's how life works sometimes. But I stopped by here to tell you, don't wear the wrong name tag. It's not yours. It was never meant to be yours. And that's how we get tripped up sometimes on our identity because we start saying in our minds, based off what people have repeated to us over the years, and you start to think about it as if that's who you are. Failure, liar, addict, feeling less than, undervalued your whole entire life because that's how somebody labeled you. Now, once you take accountability of that, whatever mistakes that you made and you learn those lessons from it, keep moving forward because that's not who you were created to be. God created you to be worthy. You're valuable. You're needed. That's the name tag you should be wearing and not the name tag that others place on you. If this message resonates with you, I'd love to hear from you. Let's have a conversation. Or you can go to im-seeing.com. Check us out. I'd love to have you on the Hall of Stories. That's something totally different that we're building. The Hall of Stories, not the Hall of Fame. Shout out to them. No shade to them. But the Hall of Stories. Because that story on my website could be the very same story that somebody needs to help them heal, to help them feel valued, to let them know that they didn't struggle alone and somebody else shares the same issue that they had. im-seeing.com. Don't wear the wrong name tag. To God be the glory. Thank you for spending a couple minutes with me on Scene Conversations. This is Steve Miller. I'm out. Peace.